Bienvenue à tous.
Welcome to everybody.
That's what I can do better. Let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Veit STELTE. I'm from Germany, and I'm an orthodontist. This lecture today will be kind of personal. You know, you will hear a lot about me, about the way I treat, about the way I run my office. You will hear a bit about my family, and this is my son. He's a clever guy. What can I say as a father? Of course, but you know, he's kite surfing, and he does something. He's specialized in strapless kite surfing. So on his boards, there are no straps. So when he's riding, there are no straps on. And he got sponsored by the top brand in the business. They're called Duotone, and he's the youngest guy in the team because he does something that no one else does. Strapless kite surfing. This is my daughter. She's clever, but what can I say? But not so smart. Why not? By the way, she was treated, and he wasn't. They're twins. And maybe I don't know. Maybe I do some lingual on him or aligners. But I like her smile. She was treated with genius, of course. Anyway, what I said, she is not so smart because she is horse riding, and every girl is horse riding. Every girl, I think, in France is horse riding. So competition is very hard, and it's kind of harder for her to get to the top. And those are the three women in my life. So there's my mom, there's my daughter, and the one on the where is it? On the left. That's my wife, and she thought she was clever because she was told German orthodontists are really rich, and if she would marry one, she wouldn't have to work no more. So, but I can tell you that's not true. Obviously, you see me, I'm standing here, I have to work. I still have to work. And so she's working too as an interior architect, and you will see part of her work because she renewed, she built our office. I will talk about that later. So this is me again working. Last weekend on the exhibition of the German Society in Nuremberg with Jan Pentin together. So we presented Genius Bracket. That was a pleasure to do so. But sometimes I do holidays too. And in those holidays, you know, I have a bit time to think, and sometimes I get serious, and I say, hey, stop. We can't go on like we used to do. We have to think different. And do you remember this ad?
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.
You know, when I listened to this ad, it was launched by Apple in 1975. over 20 years old. I still get, whoa. They were talking about changing things 20 years ago, and this is what it is all about today. This is what I want to talk with you about today. And to me, the question is not anymore if we have to change. The question is, are we fast enough? And let me tell you why this is so important. The orthodontic market, our profession, is disruptive. And I will just tell you what that means. And I have to read the definition. A disruptive innovation is an innovation that creates a new market, so-called disruptive market. It eventually disrupts an existing market, displacing established companies, products, and alliances. Why this is so important? Do you remember that? You know, Kodak had it all. They were the market leader in photography. I think in 1979, they were the first company that launched a digital camera. But what they did, they insisted in their competence of analog technique, and they vanished. They are gone. They disappeared. In my mind, maybe I could use orthodontists in that sentence. I could say the orthodontists had it all, but they insisted in their competence in analog treatment, and that was a deadly decision. That's the second quote of Apple. You will see some more. You can see that I like what he did. But if we don't start marketing ourselves, if we don't start to use the tech that is around, the new techniques, someone else will use that against us. And why this is so important, why we are affected, what I'm talking about here. The three technologies with the biggest disruptive potential are, guess what? It's artificial intelligence, it's virtual reality, and it's 3D printing. And this is a study published in the International Computer-Assisted Radio of Radiologic Surgery in 2017, where people try to find out who is better in finding our points in 3D cephalometrics, the computer or we. And I have to read it again. The result is automatic segmentation shows a high accuracy level with no significant difference between automatically and manually determined threshold values. So here you have it. It's all there, artificial intelligence. This is how I do, or what I do in my office when new patients are coming in. You know, I'm consulting 3D. I'm consulting on virtual reality. I even don't look the patient in the mouth. I do it virtual on the screen. This is a year ago. Right now I have really big screens on my walls where I stand with the patient in front of that and talk with him and use those VTOs to just show them what will be next. And of course we are all printing. Every one of us is printing. I don't know who has a printer already? Who's printing in his office? Okay, not so many. That's good, because if you would all raise your hands right now, my lecture would be wrong. So I urge you, go on. Still, to me, when I look at those pictures, you know, it's crazy stuff, and this is how our lab looks right now. You know, in former times I had plastic models all the way and all around. Sorry, plaster models is the English word, and now it's just plastic going on. So let me tell you what's happening in Germany right now. We have aligner startups, and I talked to some guys just here right now, and I know they are coming to France too. In Germany, we have Sunshine Smile, we have Smile Direct Club, we have Dr. Smile. And you know what they do? They are using our tech. They are using our knowledge, but they are no doctors. They just come around the corner, they say, hey, I'm a scanner, and then they have nice girls and with nice dresses around, and then they scan and do so. But they are treating my patients. To me, this is a really, really big threat, because I feel that our profession is somehow demystified. And this is maybe when I just listened to your lecture, Didier, I thought lingual is something that's really cool because it's hard to copy. It could be one of the ways where you could think, because aligners, you know, I see guys doing aligners, they even don't know how to move teeth, but they do aligners. And putting brackets on, especially putting lingual brackets on, could be something we should talk about. But so what we did, let me just show you what my thoughts are to set up our offices for the future. We created a logo, we created a slogan. That slogan, I have to go back, sorry. That logo it's German, it's really cool, it's Spange.de, it sounds, for German, that sounds cool. It means braces.com, or it's le bag, en français c'est le bag, yeah, c'est le bag. Apparaît dans le braquet, les braquettes, c'est apparaît dans terre, c'est trop long.
Dental appliance would be too long.
Okay. So our slogan is, we are moving teeth. We are moving teeth. That's what my profession is. That's what I do. Move teeth. So we created a new office. We wanted a different one. We thought, no, just place it somewhere where it's nice, where it's cozy. We wanted to give it a feel, not really a doctor's feel, just more of a pleasure feel. We have high rooms, we have spacey rooms, we have a certain smell that is running through our rooms the whole time. We have spacey treatment rooms, and we are situated just near a park, just like here, just beautiful. You know, you come to us, you just feel, wow, it's nice. There's a restaurant aside. That was our goal. So yeah, we reinvented our whole office, and we looked for what to our mind are the factors that make orthodontic offices successful. And it's those four: marketing, communication, experience in the office. That's why my office is looking like this. Experience in the office. And treatment experience. Treatment experience, not my experience in treatment, how the patient feels the treatment. And you realize what's not on the list? What about treatment quality? I tell you, treatment quality is not a factor why patients come to you. They don't know. He's for sure one of the best lingual orthodontists in the world. I do lingual too. Why people come to me in lingual? Why are they not coming to you? Maybe you open an office just beside me. We will see. They will come to me for whatever reason, unless he does something that he is learning right now. Okay, quality is not on the list. So competence does not create confidence. It's other things that do. Pictures creates confidence. Technology creates confidence. but not our quality. So when I did all these changes, guys from a magazine, and they call themselves Cutting Edge Research in Orthodontics. So one of the top magazines in Germany, they came to me and they asked for an article. And I said, what do you want to write about? And they said, we want to know how you service your patients. I thought they wanted to know about genius, about aligners. No, they wanted to talk about service in our office. That's what they hear. What I did good. This is the article. Sorry, I was late on that one. So marketing. Of course, marketing is intended to increase the number of patients that come to our office. Very important is, if you market your office, market yourself. Market Spange.de, but don't market Damon or Ormco or Invisalign or whatever. We are the guys to be marketed. So that's why I'm Spange.de. Market Dr. Veit STELTE, the lingo, blah, blah, blah. It's short, pregnant, and to be kept in mind. That's important. We have to market ourselves. What's our strategy? There are 2 points for me that I want to talk about. First of all, you need to create an image, and the image I created is me. Okay? So if you look at me and if you look at my office, you will find this in our brand. Spange.de, what does it stand for? It's likable. Am I likable? It's human, it's sporty, it's competent, it's qualified. That's our thoughts behind it. And you need to have a USP. You have to be recognizable better than others. Otherwise, why should people choose you? He is recognizable better than others. My son is recognizable better than others. So this is something that's really important that you have to talk about. So what are the main factors of decision? It's positive emotions. So if you can make your patients smile, that's a good thing, and it's technology. And another ad, that's from Mercedes. Look what this ad is about. Do they talk about what the car can do and how good the car is, about the quality of the car? They do not. Look what they do. If that's working, it does. Sound? Is there no sound? No. That's a pity. So I tell you what they do. He says, you know, the devil comes up and he's running in front of that thing. He's stopping. And the devil before said to him, sorry, you have to go. And now he's driving a Mercedes and he says, sorry. And the guy's just, and that's, sorry you didn't hear the sound. And that's how Mercedes did advertise their new car. But they were not talking about the quality of the car. What are marketing tools? Of course, it's a logo, and of course, it's a web page. Today, I want to talk about the logo, and I did this already. You have to be different than others. Why is different than others so important? Let me quickly read that for you. There are too many similar companies with similar employees, with similar education, doing similar things. They have the same ideas, they produce the same things that are alike at the same price, at the same quality. You know what you should do? You should Google doctor. And then you have that picture. That's doctors. Which one would you choose? Which one stands out just from seeing them? They all look the same. Boring. Boring. They all look the same. No one is more competent than the others. That's what Google, and the Google list, of course, it's really longer. So you really need a logo. And what's the purpose of a logo? What's the purpose of being different? It's recognition. So if I would be on that list, you know, I had Spanger.de on my head or whatever, it's orientation and it's decision. It makes the people decide where to go. So I put my logo everywhere. I put it on skateboards. I put it on my car that was on my way to Sylt last year. We put it on tournaments, tennis, golf, wherever. It's always there. I put it on my watch. Okay. I put it on gadgets. You know, we have so many gadgets in the office. You know what that is? That's cool for the kids. Every kid that finishes a treatment in our office gets one of those, and they're running around with it at school. Where you got that from? Spanger.de. Who is that? Ah, it's my orthodontist. Cool. We look for sponsors. Replay as a sponsor. Why Replay as a sponsor? Because we changed the way we looked. We didn't want it to look white anymore like everyone. We wanted to do something different. So we created a look with a company with jeans and shoes. So we got Adidas. In our case, it was Runners Point in the boat. And that's how we look. Orange shoes, jeans, shirts, and the doctors in dark blue or black. And we put all that together in the book of Spanger.de. This is something every new employee that comes to our office gets. Everything, it's our vision is in it. Everything we do is in it. All the things we did. That's our book. That's our knowledge. That's how we are working. And we give that to every new employee that's coming to our office. Okay, second point is communication. And do you know those guys? They do dental monitoring. So here's what they do. And when I saw them, then I spoke to them the first time, I was really, I don't know, I was going crazy. So what he does, he scans, then the app is coming out, and he says, hey, it's so easy, you even don't need to come to my office anymore. Take this with you, and go with your aligners around the world, I don't know. But I will be with you, little girl. So just send me your data, and look what she does. She takes out something, takes her iPhone or takes her smartphone, scans her teeth, and the guy at home in the office tells her, hey, you're doing great. Your braces fit. Good job. Keep wearing your aligners. You know why that struck my eye so much? Because this is what the competition does. You know, I ask my parents in my office, the more often, the better it is for me because I get paid by that. German government pays by visit. And I say, hey, you have to come every 4 weeks, every 6 weeks. And the competition, the aligner shops, they say, hey, you don't need to come at all. Come 2 times or 3 times, and then it's all good. Strange world. When I saw this, and that's what I wanted to say, if I don't use that technology, someone else will. So is it time to change, or is it time to stand back like Kodak did and said, I do what I'm used to do? What is my experience system? My experience system is consultation, of course, treatment. I tell you a little bit about my treatment. I go back, and treatment in my office is digital. Because I'm authentic. The things that I show you here, that I tell you about me here, that's what I do. And I don't want to treat analog anymore. So my goal in the office is to establish a full digital treatment. And let's face it, brackets are not sexy. Not at all. Unless we do something with it. And I was very, now don't say shocked, but I think it's true. When Knut this morning showed the statistics, how aligners are growing. So it's 100% in 1 year, 20% right now. So what is it next year? 40%? 60, 80? So it's 5 years, and then this is, this is crazy. My head goes, what am I gonna do? So brackets are not sexy. So what I do? This is a case, and hopefully I can show it to you next year in full length, because that one was set up with Hendrik. I'm very sad he couldn't be here. So, and that's cool, because I go back. He has a twin brother. So this one was done digitally. It's not a really difficult one, but we show the VTOs. Patients get those at home. We show our digital setup, how we place the brackets, and how they are all moving. All those pictures patients get to see. And that all of a sudden says, wow, this is high tech. It's not just putting a bracket on the tooth. It's high tech. And his twin brother was treated with Genius analog. So I really wonder what there will come out. So of course we print the trays. We use Photoden IBT to do that, and we are deep drawing trays. Honestly, I bonded 2 patients with the printed trays. They were not working on me so far. So because this is all really new to me, I don't know. I didn't get along with it. With the deep drawn ones, that works pretty well. You see, this is the bracket reinserted in the receiver. It fits perfectly, and we use CopyPlus for that. And that's just a picture when we indirect bond those trays. Yeah, it's really easy. Nothing to talk about it. So here is mid-treatment. The cuspids are already there. He wears his elastics. Okay, there's one tooth that is rebonded. It's the 4-5. You can see this one is not in place right now, but he's on his way. So the second thing that we do is aligners, and of course, and there were other speakers that said that already. You need to do that in your own laboratory. Do not make Invisalign even more clever than they already are. Keep knowledge for us. So that's her. We call her Buddy. Doesn't she look a little bit like the sister of Bud Spencer? I don't know, with the eyes like this and so on. But she's cool. So this is the VTO again of the aligners. Teeth are moving, patients get it. They know when the green lights are on, everything's fine. They like it. This is the VTO again. Gaps are closed. What we do, when we're doing our aligners, we are using attachments, and we create them on our own. There are so many attachments in the library. You can name them, you can put them on them, you can do whatever you want. So our aligners have attachments. Here with the attachment, gaps closed. So that's the situation. That's the aligner on it, and I think she has 12. She got 12 aligners, and She will be fine, of course. That's how they look. Printed model, you can do it with resin. We have the Moonray, and we have the Race 3D, as you just saw. What I just did, and that's really, to me, one of the best materials for aligners, is Sendura Flex. You should try it on you. Just use the aligners that you did before and do one with Sendura Flex. It's an 8-layer foil. To me, it's the best comfort, the best tooth movement ever. And you can feel it if you wear it on your own. So, and last not least, retainers. Memotane retainers, everybody knows them. Do them on your own. Those guys, you know, it's a German company. They are selling their retainers to the aligner shops already. And I wonder how the guys there bond them, but I go crazy if I hear things like this. Okay, retainers. To me, retainers are really cool. She's really cool. She's German-Turkish. Always a lot of makeup, but her teeth are beautiful. So, so this is how we do the retainers. You just put the buttons where you want the retainer to be bonded. When it's not so much room in the upper, yeah, you can put it there. It's really big, and with a push of a button, the software creates the retainer. You can print it out. And with the handout, your technician will bend the wire. For him, it's really, really easy to do. You will print out your models too, and then you have those stops on your model, and the aligner just sits on top. So when you bend it, the aligner sits on top. You put a tray on it, and then it's ready to be bonded. It's for your technician. It's a question of 10 minutes. It's so easy. It's so easy. And like Knut says, it keeps all your money. It keeps all the money in our offices. So it's digital technique. So give those models to the patient later. Show them the prints. Okay, so bonding with a tray, again, really easy. We know how to do that. That's the lower, that's the upper. They look nice. Sometimes I cannot see the difference between the Memotane ones and the ones that we do. And that's blue alloy. I was really happy that someone mentioned blue alloy this morning. Really old-fashioned material, but I like it. I still like it for the retainers. Handmade by Spanger.de. So that's her. Okay. Well, that can't be. I'm not talking for 1 hour, right? Conclusion. What's my conclusion? Use brackets. Use them because they're hard to copy. Use lingual brackets, even more hard to copy. But if you use them, bond them indirect and bond them digitally. Second, manufacture aligners on your own. The technique is there. Do it in your office. Manufacture digital retainers. And do not transfer the know-how out of our offices. Because the more know-how we'll prefer, the more technology will take over. Remember, artificial technology, they are already taken over how we do ourselves. And use the technology. You know, everyone who didn't show up his hands, I have a printer, go out there, get the new technology, it's there, we have to use it. And most of all, my last quote of Steve Jobs, stay hungry, stay crazy, stay foolish. Thank you very much. A bientôt. Thank you.